After a tense quarrel with his wife, Great stormed out of the house and went to his father's home. He found the old man sitting calmly in front of the television, his eyes fixed on the screen. When his father turned to him, he could already sense the weight of trouble in his son's eyes. Without much patience, Great began to pour out his frustration, his voice sharp and restless. The father listened quietly, then spoke with his usual measured tone, asking him to get a can of juice from the nearby shop. The request irritated Great, but he obeyed, muttering under his breath as he left. When he returned, his father instructed him to pour the juice into a glass before sitting down. As Great handed it to him, the father asked how he felt. Confused, Great admitted that he felt slightly different from when he arrived. The old man smiled faintly and set the glass aside, reminding him that he no longer took juice on his doctor's orders. Great was startled and apologized, not understanding why his father had asked for it in the first place. The old man rose and asked his son to follow him to the garden. There the father spoke slowly, his voice deep with years of wisdom. He reminded Great of the day he had come seeking his blessing for marriage, and of the question he had once asked him, whether he was ready to be foolish. Back then, Great had not understood, but now the father explained that marriage required humility and compromise, not stubbornness. He told his son that when anger rises in a home, silence and distance can be wiser than words that burn bridges. A man must know when to step aside, to let the storm pass before peace can return. For anger grows only where it was born, but peace begins where humility is planted. Great listened, his heart softening with every word. The tension in his chest melted into reflection and quiet remorse. Later that evening, he returned home. In his hands were small gifts, symbols of reconciliation rather than apology. When the door opened, his wife stood there, uncertain and wary. Without words, he offered her the gifts in a gentle smile. Her eyes glistened as understanding replaced anger. They embraced, not as two people proving who was right, but as two hearts choosing peace over pride,